Hello. How is everybody? Hello, hello. There I am. I was like, where the heck am I? Hello. Jello. All right, let's see who we have here. I see it's Firebird. I see Clarissa. I see Neppy. Hello, welcome back. I saw Zorb earlier. Do you see Nate hanging around? Hello, 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 everybody. Santa Baby! I hope you could all know that I scared myself because I started working on another color variation for myself and I scared myself coming back on. I was like, where the hell's Fabe? So I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm trying to turn myself into a heartless version, so we got this. Which is fun. Just Shadow Faby. Right? I thought it was fun. Thinking of changing my eyes to be red so that I could scare you guys. Shadow baby. Okay, let's turn back on my Christmas colors. There we go. Firebird, you need to take care of yourself. I'm leaving this up for just a few seconds, just in case, because this game, as I've learned, does need the content warning. I've done my own content warning, but this game can be triggering. So just a heads up for everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It is St. Lucas Day in a few minutes. Ooh! Well, happy St. Lucas Day. No, we are not. Oh my god. It is not Telpa Tuesday. It's Tall Tale Tuesday. If you haven't been here for Tall Tale Tuesday yet, I'm going to give you a rundown. Every Tuesday, I come here and I tell a tall tale. So I go into the history of the tall tale. I tell similar tall tales that are told around the world. And then we do either a reading, or I'll draw some art, or we'll watch something along the lines that kind of talks about the tall tale. We did a lot of Jim Henson's The Storyteller, which is one of my favorite series. We'll probably go back to that after Slay the Princess. Last week we jumped into Slay the Princess. We did a full playthrough of it. And we're jumping back in again this week to see if we can get some different endings, maybe some different princesses. And then I think, well, one, I'm going to move the mic so it's actually facing me so you guys can hear me good. I wanted to go ahead and explore the story of the Seven Birds. So I wanted to play with that story and that concept of the princess and the seven birds. So anyway, this week we're focusing on the horror story that is Slay the Princess. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There is no premature ending, there is no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. It's so far one of my absolute favorite games that I've played so far. Shadow Money Baby Gang. Oh no. Get on in the action by slapping a stream sticker, type stickers into that's the stream sticker, guys. Faye, you're the reason I don't sleep. I was about to fall asleep and I got the notification on Twitch that you're live. Don't blame me. Hey, wait a second. I every week I schedule Tall Tale Tuesdays around 6 o'clock EST. You know this. You can't blame me. This is scheduled. Oh, turn. So we're gonna start a new game.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So we're back at the very beginning, and I'm so excited to try out different ways to go through. Now, we did a lot of the explore options, but if you guys see an explore option who weren't here last week and you want me to go ahead and explore that option, please put it in the chat, because I'm more than willing to go through and pick options that I didn't pick last week. End of the world, schmend of the world, we smashing again. Do I get some kind of reward for doing this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Then we're gonna silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
For getting me sleep deprived? Yes, me being your chat. Firebird, I see all your messages. It's not my fault. I do this every Tuesday. Plus, I have an all-day chat. I have an all-day stream on Saturday where I do art or gaming that you can be in on and not be sleep deprived. We ended up beating the game last time, and we decided to go off with her, the white mass, the white moving mass, and we went off with her and freed both of us as we went off into the ether. So this time I think that we are going to slay the white mass when we get to the end. So the princesses that we encountered last time, we encountered the small furry princess, which I want to try again because she turned into the thorn princess. I want to see if we can actually keep with her, if we can get her ending. We got the strong princess. We got the love-struck princess, which was really sad. And we got 2 different ghost princesses. No, I can't miss your streams though. I'm dedicated. You're a sweetie is what you are. Hello, Bandit. I'm gonna be lurking a bit. I'm taking advantage of my game pass. Yeah. Thank you for coming by. I always appreciate a good lurk. Thank you for the fart. Come in here, fart in my chat, and then leave. Oh, that was Clarissa.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh shit, it was you! Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Now, one that we didn't do last time that I want to try this time. I think it was Firebird. Clarissa's innocent. See? Never mind. Clarissa isn't innocent. No.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're going to take the blade and then head into the basement.
From the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sorry, I like stabbing things with a knife. The creeping void says Clarissa was indeed incorrect. If I would have not said anything, it was me, then I would have said that it wasn't you. But since you put the blame on me, sucks to suck. Yeah, fair. Thank you for the boost sticker. I appreciate you.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I haven't done that one yet. So I'm excited.
Down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I'm going to steal my nerves, and I'm going to step forward.
You step forward, your grip on
Us
the blade
arguing about
tightening as
who-
you steal your resolve.
We have proof. We have proof it was you, Florissa.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Nuh-uh, says the legless one. Be nice. Alright, we're going to slay the princess, guys.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Princess slaying speedrun.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
You think killing me is enough to make me die? Yeah, I love her. I'm just watching, like, Firebird and Florissa just have it out.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course not. That was way too easy. We did
It's
this the first time
over.
too.
Don't
But
get all worked up.
then I was like, fuck this, and I left. So I want to try actually sticking out for this one.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I'm gonna see if I can.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Ooh. Let's remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
It's the same ending, but I kind of like it.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
What is going on? These guys are having a back and forth. Oh ho ho, so do you. Oh ho ho ho. You keep digging yourself bigger and bigger into the hole. Stop trapping yourselves in my chat. What if we die? That's a good one, that I let her, like, keep killing us? We'll see. We'll see.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die. Chapter 2, The Razor. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Unreliable narrator said that she's dead.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I love this. I love that they did this. It's genuinely so nice. And if you guys see an option that you like, you can put it in chat and we will re-explore it. Proceed to cabin. Faye, I'm sorry, but there's one thing you gotta know about me. I ain't no quitter, so this might be a never... This will never stop. You two are babies. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I have, yes. I've already refused to go to that was actually my first playthrough. As I did that, she killed me, and I was like, what if I just don't, what if I leave? And then I did, and so I got to see the hands firsthand right away off the bat, because that's just my play style, where like, if I can leave, I'm just gonna go. You can't make me do something I don't want to do. Baby, I am a quitter, but I will not falter from the heaven sent burden of annoying fire. That's, you know what? That's fair. I knew you would do it right away. Like the second, like they were like, and now you're back in the loop. And I was like, no, I'm not. You can't keep me here.
You couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. There's splintered... The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, we haven't gotten this one, so we're already succeeding in our thing. Man, this game reminds me of yeah, very, very much so like Stanley Parable. What's really cool is one of the writers and the voice actor is Jonathan Sims, which is one of my favorite horror writers of all time. I love Johnny Sims so much. Let's take the blade again.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her earn for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement. We're not going to explore the mirror again because it just disappears every time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs.
The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
I'm in my head. I'm right in there. I'm right in my head. I'm super in my head.
Her grating
you.
voice carries up the stairs.
I have plot armoire. Why are you guys being mean to Void? What did Void do? You're the one who shitted, Floris. I have proof. Oh my god.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
I love her. I love the princess so much. I just think she's neat.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I'm... Oh... What happened after you died last time?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is.
I'm getting
you
itched to
think
play
you're doing.
Stanley Parable. You should. Stanley's Parable is a great game. Slay the princess. We're doing it. Yeah, we're gonna try the other ending this time where we kill the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Stab.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours.
Hee
Oh no, I like her so much. Currently working on that achievement where you'd have to not play for 10 years. I'm not telling you to fall, Fabi. That would be mean. I know this game by heart, so we can get other endings. Yeah. Hee hee.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Ah! No, I don't like that. Huh?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Yeah, it's fair cheated.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Night night! Good night, Firebird. Please get some rest. Oh, Florissa and Firebird are going crazy. We just got stabbed by a knife through a girl's thigh. This game is nuts. I love it so much.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
What?
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
What the fuck?
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
I don't like that, cheated. Hey!
Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
I didn't like that.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win.
Everybody's
No
here
one can
again.
win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure.
Dude!
Take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I like the cold. The cold, and I really like the simp. I can't remember his name. The love struck. Smitten. I like Smitty. I really like Smitty for no other reason than he's the worst. Yeah, baby boy Smitten. I really like him.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Approach the mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before. I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
What we learned, by the way, last time, for those of you who weren't here, is that the mirror is actually the narrator. That the narrator is seeing us through the mirror, which is why the narrator can't see it. He is the mirror pieces. At least that's how I read
Step
it.
forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Sounds like you're... Yeah, Voice of the Cheated is a good boy. Sounds like the average pub experience in Liverpool.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Smash.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, no, same creeping point. You are in for a treat. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. No. She wins by killing us. Oh, no, we're not gonna kill ourselves. We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Yeah, Smitten isn't here to help us flirt. Goddamn.
Yes, yes. This is the best idea anyone has ever had.
Fight, 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 fight.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive. Nah, I'm sick of pain.
Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Do your worst. I bet you can't even hurt me.
Sure thing. I love a challenge. I bet I can hurt you so much.
I love her, actually. Fuck. Yeah, Voice of the Cold would have helped quiet the pain.
The princess closes the distance and we dodge. And you dodge. And we fight back. And you fight back.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You and the princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other, but neither landing a fatal blow.
Yes, this is exactly it.
But the dance couldn't last forever. All it takes is a single clumsy moment. She skewers you.
What you gonna do? Stab me? Get stabbed immediately.
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt? No. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Interesting. What I love about this game is that it's based on your choices. You get new voices, and each new voice gives you a new ability. Yes, I like that a lot, especially when I got Paranoid, and Paranoid helped you through the panic attack. I thought that was really sweet, actually.
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Shut
if
up,
we
Broken.
didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
I love her.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. Why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
Hell yeah, Cold.
Come on, show me something new.
We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms. We don't. Panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Oh, all these ideas suck. I'm thinking up something better. I like that one. I adore her voice sounds slightly different depending on the route. Yeah, I love that so much. Even just from taking the blade or not taking the blade, her voice changes so drastically. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of conflict and transpires.
None of this is working. Think.
She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
The smitten! My boy! Sorry.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better.
Contrary here, Smitty is here now.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
Let's appeal to her better nature.
We haven't tried that.
I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
She skewers you.
She skewers you.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually Assured Destruction, Chapter 5. I don't think we've gotten to a Chapter 5
Don't lose your
before.
head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from there.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if? Throw it out the window.
What the fuck, dude?
Over my dead body.
Yeah.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Oh, IV is 4. Still, we haven't reached 4 before. I only ever got to 3.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Hey.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
I really like her. Fuck.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
She's lovely. Yeah.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, me too.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Oh my god.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red gleams of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it
erupts.
Jonathan Sims, you motherfucker!
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of bones. The heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Smitty, please. Smitty, wow, woman.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Stubborn!
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Oh my god!
That looked painful.
Yeah.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Sorry, Paranoid being like, fuck that.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
I love Broken.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just
Empty your
What
mind.
just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act. And yet, through the interaction, your body moves on its own. Princess strikes as you approach, but her blow finishes its arc. You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and freed of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tide back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. OTP right here, eternal OTP. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence, you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what is in it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what is in. Yeah. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Four arms. Yeah, you're cool. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What, something that we didn't do last time is I'm going to try and attack the entity, which is scary. Yeah, Bandit, we can try that one next. Attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
I'm going to try destroying my body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into your space that your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Interesting. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now? I am cozy. I'm nice and cozy. I want to make my own because this is one of the free, like all the Christmas stuff on me is all the free stuff. So I want to go ahead and make myself my own things that I can pin to my character. I will ask it what it thinks of the vessel. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
I will hydrate, thank you.
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I'm gonna ask what happens now. Yeah, everyone in the chat hydrate too. And if anyone is watching the VOD, go hydrate. Yeah, facts. That's gonna be me tomorrow looking for clips. Okay, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here.
We're gonna just jump right into it. We're gonna do Bandit's idea.
You make your way. A warning. She will lie. We're not gonna go. Ignore. In the blade. You take the
I've done something.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down. She's so. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or?
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably chained up. So, you should.
She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way.
Oh, this is it. Isn't I'm on. Do you actually believe?
It's like she's. Yes, but it's over. But is it over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Okay, here we go,
With
guys.
your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the
You
door
open
to
the basement door into a
behind you.
menu. We can also try that. We're technically going to do that now.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
What if we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Oh. Okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? We're
Are
happy.
we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
You guys gotta listen to our Mr. Archive. Hell yeah. No, if you guys haven't watched or listened to the Magnus Archive yet, I could not suggest it more. It is the most beautiful horror series I've ever listened to, and they practice ethical horror. So you know going into it that you're going to have a scary time, but you're not going to have a triggering time. So I literally cannot suggest the Magnus Archives more. I can't. It is one of my absolute favorite series. Yeah, I haven't listened to it aside what you showed us last time you visited, but that was before the meds. Yeah, you might actually be able to focus on it now. I really could use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass
Oh, my
ceased
vision's
to have
getting
any meaning to
blurry.
you long before that shift. You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
After all the endings we've gotten, that is so funny. Yippee! Oh my god. We did it! Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
There's only one really cool princess I found out about, too. Ooh, there's this one cool princess. You won! Yay! Death is death!
Don't you dare.
Anything to get us the hell out of here.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
The tower route is Dogface.
The princess's body
Zelda.
is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. Now, we did this one already,
You're
so we're
on
gonna play
path
around a little bit to
in
see
the
how we can
woods.
change it.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Happy little
is a
place.
princess.
Where's the TV, the Nintendo Wii, or the feeling of the year 2016?
You're here to slay her.
But I killed myself. What am I doing
I can
here?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
That is one that we haven't done yet, is giving up while she's killing us, so that is one of the ones I want to do. And then one of the ones I want to try again, because we got the thorn instead of the hunted, is I want to do the one where we free her and kill her. Because, like, continuously keep betraying her.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem.
Proceed to the cabin.
interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
We're just gonna enter the basement. Fuck it. We took the blade last time, we're just gonna go.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Bum bum bum. Are we going to attack harder or die with her possessing us? We're going... Oh, I didn't even think about that. Fuck. Because last time we let her possess us, because I was like, hot damn.
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some
She's so
issues with how
hot.
our last meeting went.
There's something wrong with me. There's something very wrong with me. I'm attacking her hardest, I see.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Grab her.
Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
There's so many options, right? I don't think there's much more for us to talk about. I'm going to get my blade now. And then the two of us can fight. Fine. If I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too.
So, that's where the hostility comes from. I don't know where you got that idea.
Well, were you going to end the world? Would you end it if you could?
Well, killer, what does it mean for something to end anyway? You ended me, but I'm still right here in front of you, aren't I?
After seeing what you've seen, how can you be sure anything ends?
I see her point. Everything here is so impermanent, always shifting. The end of one thing just leads to the start of another.
Things end. Things have to end. This sentence just ended.
Oh, come on. I'm floating right in front of you. Still here despite your best efforts. You can't pretend that doesn't mess with the whole concept of ending.
It's a yes or no question. If she called us adorable, oh my god. It's a yes or no question. Do you want to end the world?
I already gave you my answer. All I want to do is leave. All I want to do is stop feeling trapped. I couldn't give a damn about the world. I can't even remember what it's like.
I think that's all the answer we're gonna get out of her.
Return. Leave it at that. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
After all, you owe me.
So last time we let her hitch a ride with us.
Absolutely not.
Is she asking if she can possess us?
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
The answer is no.
I see. So that's how it's going to be. That makes me sad. I guess we'll have to fight then.
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all.
Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that.
To be fair, we can only get into a single part of the forest and the cabin, yeah.
Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
She forces her hand into your chest.
Yes?
Nothing happens.
Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Stare at her in silence. Yeah, step away. We're gonna step away.
You do your best to pull away, but it's as if her arm, embedded in your body, is rooting you in place.
Leaving so soon.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. Pity we don't have a weapon.
Your last moments are spent a helpless witness as she rips her hand from your chest, holding your still beating heart in her clenched fist.
Rad.
But that's ours.
See you soon, killer.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers.
Cool.
Wriggling
Okay.
unceremoniously to the floor. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Achievements. The Wraith. Mortal Kombat
You're on a
Fatality.
path in the wood. And here we go again. Off to slay her. Again.
The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring?
Not if they're creative with it.
Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
Yeah, they're getting meta.
Well, we didn't have to start over.
We killed ourselves.
And why, pray tell, did you do that?
Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy.
Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
It
was boring.
It was bullshit.
You have to slay the game.
So you killed yourself?
Yes, and then she killed us.
Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. Why should we help you? So you can just lock us away forever again? No, I don't think so.
Foul shit. The narrator is like a frustrated DM, 100%.
What? I won't do that. I promise. Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him?
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
It would. I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
I think that was supposed to be a hint.
Thankfully, you all aren't the ones actually making the decisions, are you? You know what you have to do. You have to slay her. You have to save the world. Nothing matters more than this.
Come on, cheated. He did promise.
Don't play by his rules. Everything here's rigged. Everything here's changing to whatever's convenient for him. Even though that's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
Her influence?
I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
There's something else we haven't tried. Oh no, turn around and leave. Okay, no, we've tried that already in a different game. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to follow through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. Might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point.
Nothing quite like accidentally revealing information you're withholding to prove you're trustworthy, yeah. He's a fragment of the original narrator. Neppy, you missed the sharp baby that you were telling me about. I found her. I found the sharp princess, and you were right. She's so hot. Neppy, I found her. Razor, I found her. She was so hot. The perfect woman. Everyone agreed. She was so scary. I literally screamed. I was really upset, but she was so cool.
Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
That's no
How
fun.
convenient. Everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Proceed to the
You
cabin.
continue down the path towards the cabin.
I want to see her.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side.
Sorry, I did the thing again. Either side obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as the opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the dark. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror
What are
clean.
the odds she's waiting for us right now, just out of sight, on the other side of that glass? You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment.
Whoa!
And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. You collapse with them.
Literally.
You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
This is fine. Yeah.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you?
Oh,
You get to
stop
watch me
breaking
go.
my ankle.
Completely helpless.
Ah!
Just you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
That's fine. I actually came here to free you. both crawling. This is so romantic. Yeah, literally. We can't walk if you break my ankle. It's okay, I didn't need them. We can crawl in the dirt together. That's fine. I actually came here to free you.
Great! See you in a jiffy.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
She's skeletal, but they are still booba. God bless women.
And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
Weapon of booba. I can't, girly.
I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you? Anything to get out of this hellhole. It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember this. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
That's fair.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're so close.
That was creepy. Oh.
Despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body until it is a piece of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
You cannot describe me into submission. The door is right there.
It really is, isn't it?
I love this. Okay, so apart from Razor and Spectre, Wraith, what have you done in the stream? That's it. We've just done Spectre and Wraith. We're taking it a little bit slower. We're trying to explore every route that we missed last time.
I walk to it. I place your bloody hand on the door. I make you twist the handle.
Oh, and we got the good ending where we stayed in Affinity forever, which was amazing. It was very funny.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
It's gone.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
But as you step outside the bonds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, a render that cuts all the way down your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
What is happening to me?
Smash. But you don't answer her before she's gone. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
She needs her, vertebrae readjusted. Same, though. The girlies out here that need their vertebra fucking fixed.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course, you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the
I
end
would
for
have
me.
kept them in the dark if I were you.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
I opened it. I also happen to be one of those girlies. Tall goth woman that wants us dead. Finally, my 59th Tulpa GF. Stop it! No Tulpa GFs!
So you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what is in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. I need my dick reattached. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one,
Hands, girlfriend.
loneliness turned to seething. She
Yes, I could dunk a basketball through those hips.
So she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I like that. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I want hands GF to pet me on the head. Same. If there's one thing I wish for, it's the way to visualize the 5 hearts of the princesses in a single form. But the actual ending is also amazing. Yeah, I feel the same way.
FBI, open up!
Oh my god. No! You need a warrant. The loon coming in here is scaring the crap out of me. I wish that there was a design for the 5 princesses somehow incorporated in the white mass. Your fart is not a warrant.
You're here. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before she will... We're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade. You take the blade.
So this time we're going to let
Door
her
to the
fight us,
basement,
and we're going to let her
revealing
win.
a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it." Good. You're still listening to reason. She's so focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh my god, that would have been so easy. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Yes, Princess Slay! Slay, Princess Slay! Fading lol. I'm sorry. I just need to get my drink.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Where's it? It's right beside me. I got my glimmer. Which, by the way, this Friday, when I get my paycheck in from work, I'm gonna be picking up, tits. I don't know why they called it that, but I love it. Which will actually let you guys throw stuff at my VTuber. So you guys will be able to abuse me on stream. Okay, so we're just gonna give up. We're just gonna let her kill us.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly.
It's only $15 USD, but I'm really... Christmas is coming and my family celebrates, so... Hello, Goat Scribble! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome in! It's our favorite goat boy!
You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat.
Excuse me? I need a second. I need a second. I need a second. I need a second. I gotta remove my blue light glasses so you guys can see my expression properly. Breathe. You won't be able to longer. God, I wish that were me. Yes. This is my favorite route for probably most players. I'm not gonna say mommy. I don't have a mommy kink. I don't. No, my glasses. I have my glasses on because my eyes were sore from work today. But, baby doesn't read me very well with my glasses on. Blue light glasses to protect the eyes from the blue lights of screens. Yeah. Maybe I should look at getting blue light contacts, but they're expensive. You netted them?
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
Mommy sorry. Mommy sorry. Mommy sorry. Mommy sorry. My screens have auto eye helper thingies. Yellow the screen's a bit to help. I can't really do that because of art. Because I need to be able to see the colors as they are. So if I change the color of my screens at all, everything is going to be a bit more muddied.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's probably the hardest way you can kill somebody. That's the hardest way you can do it. You shouldn't. You're not going to get the colors right. One second, guys. I'm going to open my drink. Sorry. The tower.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Rip it, baby! Leave me alone, Loon. You're mean. Loon's mean. Everyone tell Loon how mean she is, how cruel she is to her little not fairy friend.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be
What?
the end
Yes, it
of
was.
the world.
Lunari said, does it look like unicolors? No, it's a skill issue. Lemon Beast said, grip it and rip it. Fuck you guys. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
I know you do.
FBI, open up!
You need a warrant.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
You're being annoying. Sorry.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her.
I love you too,
I cannot stress
dorks.
enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceed
If
into the
that's
cabin.
what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what tower right means. Let us hear Broken say it say on the matter. My favorite.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall.
This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Chat never. Yeah, you guys are done for.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a
POV, you're
time-consuming and
5'5".
exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber
Oh,
over one
Nate.
edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble
Voice
to
of
the
the
bottom,
bottom,
entering the vast,
derogatory.
temple-like room beyond.
I make a lot of really short friends, which is very funny that I'm 6 foot. Make your way down the spiral staircase, a temple-like room beyond.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor.
They said, yes, mommy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Me, literally.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her. Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to
Bark!
stop her
Bark!
now.
Bark! I feel leave me alone.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely
Yes, ma'am.
destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
I need a simp sticker where, like, you guys just, like, tack on a sticker on my head. It just stays there for a few minutes.
That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Bonk with a paper towel roll. I do like that. You're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Thank you for the sticker. It's surprising how little fan art. I'll have to go look for some of the ones that it's there. Goat scribble. I know, sir. Ow! That'd be fun. If we finish the game early tonight, maybe I'll do a fan art of Tower.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
I can suck your dick.
I'd suck her dick. 1 second, I need to take a moment that I said that out loud. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Ah! Oh no, that's gonna be clipped.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's gonna be clipped, dear. Oh god. Oh, I said that out loud with my real mouth. Okay. I guess I know what fan are you. Leave me alone! Clip it and ship it, lads.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
I can suck your dick.
Simp! Oh, God. Because they're so mean to me. Do it, baby. Break it. Break them. Break them. I will. Give me a second. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person.
Interesting.
It's something different now. An echo.
She can feel the narrator. Princess, if I break these chains, can you break my bed? The funniest thing about watching people react to the tower, well, Nicole was in the chat. Oh no. Boy, you missed her reaction. Because if I break the chains, you'll break my pet. Okay.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Interesting.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
He's getting quieter.
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh, goodbye, Loon. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. Good night. Have a good sleep.
Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
You can't call me that. You have to go to bed. Bye, Fabi. Don't give your soul to anyone else. Remember your mind. That's very fair. Okay, good night. I won't give my soul to anybody else.
Without
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
You're not allowed to call me that at all.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
I'm just gonna break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Take her hand. Pledge your loyalty to your better. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Good night, Big
Should we
Shadow.
try and find her? Is that a...
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before, and you always get
But it
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so.
Oh, Clarissa's also going to bed? Good night! Good night, good night, good night. Have a good sleep.
A mercy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You will need to see what is in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Yep, night you two. Please sleep well. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
And you die.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Okay.
you
Then
make
there's
your way up the short
one row.
path. A warning. She will... We're not going to ignore him. The interior of the blade is your implement.
I know exactly which one I want to do before
The
we
door to
end.
the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello?
Liz, don't. How many times do I.
Wait, really? Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock up. I am begging.
Hi. I hope you brought some.
Don't do it. You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge. No. You walk up to the chains. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Okay, Lemon Bees, thank you for coming by.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
I have to appreciate the sass in this pose. Goodbye, bees. Goodbye, bees.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She is serving arm in that pic.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
She didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Yeah, it would have been more practical, but she already started chewing. We just picked the part where she started chewing.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her. Slay the princess.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you.
Down, girl, down!
She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
You die. Now, Neppy, this is where you came in last time, and if you remember, we got the thorns. You were like, is this
You're
really your
on a
first
path
run? I remember
in the
that.
woods,
Because I'm a
and at the
weird
end of
player
that
and I do
path
weird shit.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
So,
is a
we're gonna try
princess.
keeping the furry princess instead of getting the thorn princess.
You're here to slay her. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I don't think we'll
Don't
ever
believe
get
a
all
word
of the
she
princesses. We can try to get all of them, because we can do another Tuesday of this, but I'm worried that it's gonna get dull. It's funny because there's something about the thorn that drives people mad.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
I just think she's cool. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the
Can I
cabin
help
is a
you?
mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by
Okay.
accident, just
Love you, dude.
happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade. The blade is...
So we're gonna take the blade and we're gonna go
Take
down the stairs
blade. That's not...
into the basement. Neppy's sitting there like, I told you that
The
Skip
door
would
to the
just bring you to the
basement
next
creaks
one, and I'm
open,
like, no,
revealing the...
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
I'm sorry, my mic's picking up all of that. I'm so sorry. There we go.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not... Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Yeah, I
descend
gave her the
the
blade
basement
last time,
steps,
so I was trying to fix
entering
it.
the dark room below.
So let's try and slay her.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Slay the princess. I'd like to be straightforward with you, with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now.
Do you think that being direct with your ill will frees you from its wickedness? Murder and betrayal are still murder and betrayal, whether you state your intentions or keep them hidden behind your back.
Stabby, stabby. Stab. Stab, stab, stab. Stabby, stabby, stabby.
See, this is why
I'm
we
losing
never
my
tell
mind.
people what we're actually thinking. She's just as mad, only now she's ready for us.
Still, better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, I mean.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist. She takes advantage of your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing opposite teams. This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices,
I like
she
her a
would
lot.
always find a way out. Now stop her.
Pocket sand!
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing at... Great, she's distracted! Stab her in the back!
Oh,
In for
well?
a penny, right?
Oh no! Fuck! What are we gonna do about the ground step princess? Damn. I read that wrong, but I got there.
As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous. Absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins. We don't have to fight so dirty. Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win. It takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise. Are we? At the bottom of the barrel. We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is? No arguments here. You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop?
Keep saying bottom, Jonathan Sims. Johnny Sims, keep saying bottom. 2 power bottoms.
You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after.
Stab, 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 stabby, stab, right up her nose.
None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken. Every rule there ever was in the book of honourable combat. Both you and the princess have broken a dozen times over. That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing. The princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better pecking order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise?
Uh-oh.
Who cares about the groan?
Sorry, guys. It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time.
I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening? Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Excuse me, what? You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit.
Uh-oh.
And slowly, but very
Tentacle time!
perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
What about you? They'll crush you just as easily as they'll crush me.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know. We can see them.
Go out fighting.
Attack the princess once more, and once more the two of you fall into a vicious brawl. The basement continues to shrink as you fight, but neither of you pay it any more mind. Not until it's too late. The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you. At first it's almost gentle. The two of you lift it delicately off the ground. But the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness, and that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living
I don't like
basement.
that. I don't like that.
Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood. But still she smiles through it all.
I can't wait to do this again, you wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens.
Oh, that's nuts. Oh, the claustrophobia.
And then you pop. Everything goes dark. And you die.
The wild. You got it. We got the wild. That's the one I wanted. Ugh.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Okay.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
I would love to see someone accidentally get to this before beating the game once. It's beautiful though. I'm insanely impressed. This is gorgeous.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed.
You! Hey, wait, Optimist, it was you.
And what should we have done? Let you draw things out with all that conniving? Everyone knows a straight fight is best. It's honest. There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to start anything. I don't mind what happened to us. I kind of like it now that we aren't actively being crushed. Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad.
And it's not like the fight is what killed us anyway, it was the cabin. No point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end, the princess included.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Why are you being nice to me? Don't you hate me? Don't we sort of hate each other?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this. Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
Okay.
So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart. Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something...
I'm sorry, I keep pushing it. I think you already know what you have to look
Hold
at.
yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Bury it now, before it's too late.
You can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward and find your freedom.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time.
You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There's a place you need to be. You just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this right now.
Yeah, Jonathan does such a good, like, oh man, shivers. He's such a good voice actor.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of the breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world, at the place you need to be.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Oh, can it? This was all of us, fighting as one.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful.
And then, it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
This game could be used, oh my goodness, I've missed something. Oh wait, is this really the same VA? Yeah, this is Jonathan Sims. Jonathan Sims, I believe, does the narrator and he does the other voices, I believe. I might be wrong about that, Neppy. You can correct me if I'm incorrect, but I think he does all of the voices in your head and the narrator, because they're very similar. This game can be used as teaching material for voice actors. The amount of range Johnny and Nicole have is unbelievable. I mean, makes sense why you were making jokes about it now, LMAO. Goldfish moment. Where'd it go? Why is everything so cold? You will never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that
Approach the mirror. The timing.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror as always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You have unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
You're on a path in the woods.
Now, I'm not sure.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
My beloved bundle of
that
nerves in the shape of a face. That was my favorite one. Like, genuinely, that was my favorite one. That was just beautiful. The idea of forgiving, and moving forward and moving past, everything was gorgeous. The idea of to move forward, you had to sacrifice, and just all of the symbolism, everything was so pretty. I really liked that one.
You're here to slay her. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Yeah, just the fact that you
You'll
can
find the
tell
princess.
which voice is speaking by inflection, even without the subtitle, is the coolest thing outright.
A warning. She will we're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade.
Another one we're going to try is saving the princess, but
door to
I'm
the
going to
basement
do
creaks
everything I
open,
can to make
revealing
her
a
choose
staircase
or betray
faintly
her before we
illuminated
free
by
her.
an unseen light in the room below. This is her voice. Don't. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. I am. You're only making.
Thank you.
You're making. No. They're large.
I'm guessing.
Maybe a doubt.
Okay.
You attempt to make it. Easier.
I heard the door.
There's a
if I could.
She rips her flesh from her. It's the blade. Or you won't.
Well, I could just slay her right now. We couldn't do that before. Oh, I probably know what way this will go. Oh. I might try and slay her here because I haven't tried that yet. Because it gave me a new option that I didn't have before.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
Yeah, that's new art.
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as your attack. Forget about trying to
slay the
Though
princess.
your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done
Didn't
your
quite
fair
go the way I
share
was
of damage
thinking.
as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
Oh, I don't know what to do here. I don't know if I should give up or leave her, because last time I left her, she turned into a horrible monster and I hated it the whole time. And I'm trying to go for different endings. Are you stuck with it? I'm gonna give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer,
That's so
everything goes
sad.
dark, and you die.
Oh, that's so sad. The beast.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh no, what have I unlocked?
That's a very round, maybe.
Oh, we got the hunted, which makes me nervous. I didn't listen to what he was saying, crap.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your...
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Good luck, Faye. Oh god. Breaks out I-beam. A up, the floor ain't level. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I see her bum.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Oh.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Move.
Picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
smash.
Hello, motherfucker.
Blink and blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her.
Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Dude. She can communicate. She's entirely legitimate to smash. That's fair.
She's clearly not.
Show yourself.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
She's coiling for another strike.
Be somewhere else.
We're on the back foot.
The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Wait for her to strike and hit her back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive.
If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, the lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Look at that! We wounded her.
And she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Well, we're not dead, we're
But
dead.
you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Your consent is everything.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a
Guys,
bully
come
that
on.
thinks they
I'm
own.
worried, Faye. Lol. I'm just saying, if a dragon came down and was like, "Hey, baby, you want a kiss? I'm of age and I can fully consent." I would maybe give a little kiss.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Maybe.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
No matter what happens next, it seems like all of our answers are at the cabin. Let's see this through.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. So, we need a plan.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I don't like this. I'll try to keep us breathing.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is the blade.
Take it.
Is no one going to mention what are you talking about? He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Take the blade.
Take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
Smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement.
So this is the first time we've ever been able to, like, smash it.
Pitch black. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Say nothing and silently proceed down the stairs.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement.
100% smash run. Even the mirror.
The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. But though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
step into the shadows and try to lure her out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
What? You're gonna turn around the second she runs for us? You'll get us killed, you pathetic fool.
There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
Stop it! Fight her!
The conflict in your heart, though usually of little consequence, slows you down just enough. You don't make it into the tunnel before you feel her hot breath at your back, rushing up your spine and closing in on your neck as her teeth press into your skin. Death again.
Not quite. But death doesn't come. It's time to leave. Memory returns. This chapter has few gimmicks to it. Ooh. I like that one.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, Oppo's on. He's playing Ultra Kill. He might actually be streaming, so we can actually raid him. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right, isn't it?
Screw the mirror. We just...
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They are gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what is in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into a jagged shards of broken glass. So, you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh, I can't ask her what she is this time. Weird. We've already been through, like, a lot of these, so I think I'm just gonna destroy the mirror and we're gonna move right to the end. You have heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the long quiet. I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess. Yes, sorry, wife. We have to see it. I'd like to just do the other endings. I like it more, but we'll do this ending. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it. You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you returned. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
I have to debate her? Okay. Are you so sure of yourself that you think the world would stop without you?
I know that I am movement itself. You've seen as much. You know it's true. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I began? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Oh, this is sad, dude. Oh. Curiosity comes second to doing the right thing.
All things are connected through me and through you. To harm me is to harm yourself, is to harm everything. The truth of that moment remains our truth. You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When and I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it. Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
You were consumed by your own ego.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful.
There's a cosmic irony in this. The embodiment of change and transformation is arguing in favor of the status quo. Yeah, you're right. I was glad to set you free.
Then set me free again. Set both of us free.
I won't leave with you, not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
A boundless torrent of blades cuts you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, and alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality, and you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive.
Were we self-destructive, or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Are you still committed to my destruction, or has your resolve started to waver? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I can't let this happen. I can't let everything die. Oh. What is this ending? Excuse me? You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective. You keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Oh, I'm gonna have to look up all endings. Okay, we're gonna slay the princess. We've come here to slay the princess. We're gonna slay the princess. I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die.
Then try to destroy me if you can. But I will not yield easily to your delusion.
You don't have to face her alone.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is it just you and me? Did
It's
anyone
just
else make it
us.
to the cabin?
I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Enter the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I always want to save her, dude. But we saved her last time. I need different endings.
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down
And
the
down we
stairs.
go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Sit with her. I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I only wanted to slay you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract calm. No, I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of... No. I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. Slay the princess.
So this is really it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
I don't like this ending. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left her is a small, metallic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action has brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel the sensation of limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and beyond an agonizing tension to finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not
He's
yield.
gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then, the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality. One forged by your will and by a long and odorous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules.
This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Ooh, I might want to not take the knife again. Okay.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering.
Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's a track order for a special playlist just for you. If you like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Turn to main menu. Thank you guys again for playing with me. This is probably one of my absolute favorite games now. I don't even know how to put into words how beautiful this game was. We might return to it again. Try it again. Only 50 achievements left to find. Next week, I think we're gonna go back to our regular scheduled program. We're gonna go back to a couple regular stories. Man, I'm bummed. I'm so bummed out, but that was such a beautiful story. I really like the princesses we found that time, and I really like the story. The Wild was definitely my favorite princess, I think. I haven't seen 2 of the chapter 2s. Oh. How did I miss 2 of the chapter 2s? I can fix her. Well, then we might play again next week. Or I might do another playthrough later this week to try and see if we can wrap her up. I'll like pull up a couple references to get us going. And then we'll see what other endings we can get. Oh, that would be rad. I've really liked this. A bit of an achievement hunt, find missing cat chapters. Exactly. But I think for the Tall Tale segment of this game, we're done. But we'll definitely think we'll come back and finish and get all of the achievements, finish all of the chapters, see every princess. And I'll definitely be doing some fan art for this because I've just been, it's over the moon with this one. Thank you guys again for coming out today. I'm going to close this out and we're going to do a raid because I'm sure it's way past my end time. Oh, it's only 9:33. But I think that we'll do a raid and we'll end it for the night. No problem. Thank you guys for coming out. I always appreciate you. Also, fantastic news. We are, I believe, 6 followers away to affiliate. We keep jumping up those numbers. We are so close. So thank you guys again for being such huge supporters. If you're not in the Discord, please go ahead and join. It's where we put all of our announcements, games we're thinking about playing. You can put your own game ideas that you want me to play for Tall Tale Tuesday, your own stories that you want me to read for Tall Tale Tuesday. So please, if you're not in there, is that Spiff? Spiff, we're just ending for the night. Hello. I'm literally wrapping up and sending everybody on their way. Hi, Spiff. If you guys aren't following Spiff, make sure to click on her link there and go check out her page. She's a really cool. Hello, hello, hello. We're just figuring out who to go raid. Get wrecked. We were just playing Slay the Princess, and now I'm all sad. It was so beautiful. I can't suggest it more. It was so good. No sad yeah, it was beautiful. It was just beautiful. But also I got my ass handed to me by a really hot lady for 2 hours, so. Oh, you know what? Leslie Pop is on. That sounds like a great person to raid. She's an artist that I ended up finding yesterday. Yeah, I'll make sure to post it right up. There's definitely a clip of me being a simp for I got the Dommy Mommy ending, and I might have said some things. All right, stream manager. How much we missing? Oh, we're just wrapping up. So we got the ending. We slayed the princess and we decided to kill Death. It was genuinely a really nice ending. I prefer the first one where you go off with the princess, but nothing too bad. So we're gonna go over and say hello to Leslie. Make sure you guys give her a great big hello. She's actually running a promotion right now where any new follower is gonna get one of her super chibis. So if you guys want to give her a follow and say hello, please do. I think it's her anniversary, so make sure to give her a very big congratulations. Yeah, so we're gonna. I think this is the end of Slay the Princess for Tall Tale Tuesday, but we will be back to do an achievement hunt where we're gonna go through and try and get all the achievements and all the different endings. But I think that's it for Tall Tale Tuesday for Slay the Princess. We're going to retire that, and we're going to start back up with one of our readings next week. All right, ready to raid. Thank you guys again for coming out. Thank you, Spiff. Alien dance, alien dance, alien dance. All right, guys, have a good night, and I will see you later this week. I will be on for sure this Friday, and I might be on earlier if I get invites for different games with some friends. I think that Loon actually has a drawing segment tomorrow, so I might be on for that. All right, see you guys. Bye, ciao.